Yes, we is back.
We back.
Probably one of the one of the juiciest interviews I've ever did, man.
Man.
It's like I don't know, like a dream come true or something. You know what I'm saying? The sponsors.
Okay.
All right. So the sponsors, of course, as always, is Scrimmage Lounge, which is just up the street here. Those of you who know, we at the back of the barbershops. We very close to the Scrimmage Lounge. I know the rumors about the things that happened there a couple weeks ago. So what? It's still a good place to go to. Get up in there, get you some fish. Let's do it. You know the second one is Diamond Cuts, of course. We got them fades going for the low. Well, they ain't too low, but they low enough for this economy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Happy to bring y'all this episode with a good friend of mine, man. Probably one of the most camera ready person I ever met in my life. Matter of fact, when I started even working with the cameras and stuff like that, he was one of the first guys I reached out to do this, man. So it's all full circle, really, when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we was rapping back then.
Oh yeah.
You still rapping? I ain't rapping no more.
Yeah, we still do. You know,
You
it's
like-
just art. You know how we get on.
You like the local Andre 3000. Everybody's waiting for the next one.
Man, sometimes less is more. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Sometimes less is more.
You definitely have taught me that over the years.
Yeah.
This is special, man. So what's finna happen right now for those of y'all who don't know? We don't talk as much as we used to. But when we do, it's always a long talk because it's just that connection, that bond, like two minds thinking the same, you know what I'm saying?
Two minds
The
better
difference
than one.
today is we get to share some of that banter we share with each other with you guys today. Yeah? Alright.
Do
So
it.
let me just jump off. This is the first time I'm done it without putting my sheet together.
Okay.
So I'm finna, this is a test for me today. It's gonna be easy, man. I know this guy. So it's gonna be easy, man. So let's just jump it right off. Alright, so we have this small circle.
All right.
That's a group of people.
Correct.
A lot of people. This is a lot of people,
Mhm.
right? They know you as Terry Bowles. But then there's this amount of people that know you as Big Gang.
Correct. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So who we got today?
Who you want? You know, it's all the same to me.
It is.
It's still all the same.
Right. So yeah, Terry is someone who is humble and vulnerable.
Correct. Correct.
But Big Gang is a superstar.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Sometimes not understood.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we're going to bridge all that together today.
Okay.
All right?
Let's do that.
For those of y'all who don't know, this is Big Gang. Mr. Two Better Than One. Indiana, Carolina. Love all my niggas.
Love all my niggas. That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I mean, there's plenty of more.
Two minds
But
better
those
than one.
three tracks, they growed feet.
Correct.
And they took off. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And for the people who watching who do know what we are talking about, they know exactly what we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know.
So I always told you when we talk on the phone, there's a difference between being a rapper and being an artist. For me, I always felt like you was an artist, right? Although you can rap. And for those who don't know, you can sing. All right? It might not be on the levels of Beyonce,
Correct.
but singing is about note holding, and you're very good at that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
And not only that, the way you articulate your verses that coexist with your hooks. Like, that's a real art form. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you really don't find for someone that's a local entertainer or artist. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, the only difference between you and a mainstream artist is you just haven't hit mainstream yet. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I'm talking about as soon as the camera hit this guy, y'all, it's automatic. It's automatic. The kind of stuff most people have to prep for, practice, get ready for it's instant with this guy. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with his music. My nephew fell in love with his music. The town fell in love with his music.
Shout out to Ty, man. Shout out to Ty Faye.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's good with the music?
Man, I haven't been in the studio as much. I've been creating in different aspects of my life, but the artistry is always there. It's always there, from the podcast to all the way to the gym. We teaching. We gonna work our move every chance we get. But,
You like a gym guru now.
yeah, man. I found peace in fitness and taking care of my temple for a hot second. Because I never really did that. Coming up in music,
Yeah.
it wasn't about the bodies. It was about everybody else and everything else.
yeah.
What can I do next? What can I create?
I do know growing up how we grew up in that southern community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That idealism isn't promoted.
Okay.
You know, the gym, how you eat, is not promoted in our community. So, you know, we grow up and we start to learn this.
Correct.
We start to reform. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you're saying. What happened for you? It just happened.
It happened, and like I said, I was doing so much and wasn't really watching my eating, but still progressing, you know. But as I started to grow and eat right, I was like, damn, I got a body, and then you start to glow and you start to learn new things about yourself, and you know, sometimes we want to change pattern, you know what I mean, change our old ways.
Yeah.
I think the overall goal is to evolve, no matter what you're doing. You always want to grow.
So when the last time you had a cold, like
A cold?
like a running nose or a sore throat?
I don't know. I try not to. I always take cold showers. I always, you know, eat my garlic. I always, you know, take time. If I feel something, I'll go ahead and adjust to it. I don't wait till I get sick. You know, it's been a while.
Man, I gotta tell you, I'm 42.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
trust me, I know I'm 42. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the line of work that I do, a barber, I see guys all the time. These old men come in the shop, and I watch them, and I see what they're going through, and that for me is what started me. Now, don't get it twisted. Like you've always played basketball.
Correct.
We've always done athletic things, but we never put our mind to the food and the type of exercise. You know what I'm saying? We just grab a ball and take off running with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, for me, I start to think about the meat intake. So now I done got to the point now where I'm not eating as much meat as I used to
And
eat.
you slimming down. You looking good, dude.
Yeah.
Good
The
God.
slimming was what I was after. But I got something else in return.
You found out more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm waking up ready to move rather than sluggish.
So you saying versus a lot of meat intake, you was a little more sluggish, a little more heavier?
You know, you eat enough chicken wings and a burger and, I don't know, a ham sandwich and a sausage hot dog all in one day. That's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For the body to digest.
Okay.
Not saying that the meat is bad for you, it's just meat is harder for the body to digest rather than fruit and vegetables.
Correct.
So I haven't totally gave up on meat, but I just stopped eating so much. But I am trying to one day graduate to no meat.
Okay.
But I'm a little scared of that because I don't want to get that thin. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, we came up off of, you know, meat.
And we trying to prompt muscle, so
Correct.
you know, it's a little hard to gain muscle without some form of protein.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which meat has a plenty of.
Protein,
you know what I mean?
correct.
So I make sure I get some meat in me. Yeah. But I have noticed that I wake up better.
Yeah.
These things right here, they don't have that rainy effect.
Okay.
You know, when the rain come, they'll let you know. That they ain't let me know. The rain been sneaking up on me.
You just been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, and I'm just trying to get to 82 and not be somebody's problem.
There you go.
I want to be able to get up on my own, man.
And we can do it as we grow in, and we can teach. You know what I mean? When it's time for people to change and get ready for it, they'll do it just like us.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to show us, to tell us. We're just learning as we go, and
Yeah.
maybe we can become that image. You know, our action can speak instead of talking at them. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, what are you doing? You
Mm-hmm.
you doing damn good. You
Yeah.
know, so we'll be able to teach them when the time comes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, so speaking of teaching, you have all kinds of aspects of things that you can teach,
correct,
like your professionalism,
correct.
your main source
Mm-hmm.
of income.
Mm-hmm.
What is the context of your everyday work?
Well, I'm currently with Mercedes-Benz,
Mm-hmm.
and I do a paintless dent repair for them. I was with Kia, as you know, in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Before I went to Mercedes, I was with Kia doing the same thing. It's a paintless dent repair that I fix dents without painting the unit, saving units from
Okay.
being repaired, and body shop and bundle, and a good PDR tech can do that. And I also do that on my own, which is LDR. Shout out to Luxury Dent Repair. It's a small business right now in Georgia, in Charleston,
Okay.
bouncing back and forth. But yeah, that's what I do for my main source of income. But the goal is to get multiple streams,
Right.
and maybe cutting hair and podcasts and
Mm-hmm.
coaching. You know, just staying in the motion and teaching and growing
Yeah.
along with the bag.
Yeah.
So-
Speaking of coaching, I know you told me a couple of days ago that you was taking up tennis
Mm-hmm.
now.
Correct.
Talk to me about that.
Man, tennis,
I'm talking about
a lot of times you don't see us in tennis
Yeah.
a lot. But when you do, you know how we get on.
yeah.
You know, we take on it, we go in it.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to take it
We're
there.
aggressive.
But the technique, man, and the rhythm of it, staying in position, keeping your eye on the ball, following so many things to remember
Mm-hmm.
that reminds me of life. And it attracted me so much. You know, I said, man, I can do this. You know what I mean? So I still get whoops on. I still give out whoopings. But,
It's the endurance.
man, endurance, the focus, the patience
Mm-hmm.
that it takes. A lot of time, it don't take a lot of strength. It takes technique.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
But to get it over the net is something different. So
Get it over the net and in bounds.
inbound, yeah. So I think it's the thing that I took from that is like, it's not that we're not strong and powerful, but how can we critique it? How can we break it down and use it in certain ways to make it effective
Mm-hmm.
for our life and to better us as a player or at life?
Yeah.
You know, so I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
Yeah, my son had me out there one day, and you know, I jump out there. I'm like, I'm an athlete. This is nothing,
Correct.
you know.
Correct.
But I'm telling you, man, the endurance that it takes to just lateral movement,
Correct.
back and forth,
Correct.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I got whooped, man. It was this guy, Mr. Keith, 60-something-year-old guy. And he said, you know how to play tennis? Of course I didn't know how to play, but I told him, I said, yeah, I beat you. I whooped you. And thinking that I was so taller than him, so stronger than him, I got whooped for 4 years straight, not winning a game. And every time I come to Georgia now, we play. And of course I can play now.
Yeah,
But man, he taught me a lesson. 4 years not to let me win a game, and I worked on it. And I told a story this one time. I used to smoke before I go play him.
mm-hmm.
I used to smoke, do all this other stuff, thinking that I'm gonna be a little more quicker boy. But it was actually slowing me down. The day that I stopped smoking was the day I beat him. And that was so weird to me.
Yeah.
And that was so, but I noticed that I was able to focus more and then be in tune in the game and not let my emotion get me all down. Because when you ain't returning it good, you can get in your feelings.
Yeah.
Things ain't going your way now, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it's amazing. I like tennis though, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather play tennis than pickleball.
I've heard about pickleball.
I've been hearing about it.
Man, they got a pickleball bar in Charleston.
Yeah, I had a guy here on the set with me one time, and he was adamant about me getting into pickleball. He said, I love it.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know.
Well, we don't know until we try.
I'm going to have to, because the word pickle keep throwing me off. And then you say ball right behind it, so it's just
Pickleball.
like pickleball is just real mental challenge for
I see
me.
guys playing it, and a lot of my tennis, I got them in a tennis club, but a lot of those guys play pickleball through the week too. And I never go out though. I never tried. So
Yeah, I'd probably give it a try whenever I hit the lottery or something, and I'm just ain't got that to do.
yeah.
But right now, I'm still young enough to pick up one of them old round orange thingies.
Come on.
When you throw it to the floor, it come back to your hand.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, if you do your wrist like this, you can make it hit nothing but them nets. I'm going to still do that.
Yeah, man.
If I'm going to spend some energy, that's what I'm going to do.
You play some ball.
But that's just me. I'm a basketball fanatic. I don't know how to like anything else. That's just me. Yeah. But I could probably get into tennis before I can pickleball, for sure. Right. And I see these guys over here every weekend throwing the bags.
Okay.
Cornhole.
Okay.
Yeah, I see everybody liking cornhole.
Growing. Yeah, that's
I think
growing.
I can get into cornhole.
Man, cornhole. And it's all about technique. You know how it is.
I mean, I shoot jump shots.
Same thing.
So it's all about hand coordination and touch. So I can definitely handle some cornhole. Yeah. But I've yet to jump in any games. Yeah. Just this Thanksgiving, I come out the door, I seen the family out there. One side, they playing volleyball, the ladies, and the other side, the fellas were playing cornhole. Yeah. And I mean, they asked me to jump in, but I just, for whatever reason, I just never got in. But I'm gonna get to it.
It's a great fellowship game, man. Almost like you remember horseshoes, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever throw horseshoes?
No.
Man, it's a great fellowship game, man.
I see that. These guys be up here every weekend, just tossing them bags, with big old smiles on their face.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man. Telling you. What kind of music is we listening to when we ride, man, or working, or we doing our workout, man? What we listening to?
Now, I like Burna Boy.
I know. That's the reason why I was asking.
Man, Burna Boy got a vibe. Shout out to Burna Boy too. He got a beautiful vibe, man. Just that.
You put me on that Burna Boy. You had it going in one of your stories one day, man. And I was like, yo, I don't heard that song. So ever since then, I've been listening to that Burna Boy.
Man, shout out to Burna.
And I can't lie to you. I can see why you like him so much. Y'all are awful lot alike.
Okay, yeah, I love
awful lot alike.
Yeah, Burna Boy.
From your look, from your tone of voice, your delivery over the song, the subject matter, how you articulate that subject matter. Y'all both have a certain specificness that is identical to me. You know what I'm saying? And so I can see you liking him.
I noticed that about Burna Boy on his delivery, the tonality that he used. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, it make you feel like, oh, yeah. He brought it to another note.
Yeah.
That caught my attention. Mm-hmm. You can have some songs are good, but it just don't hold your attention. Yeah. And Burna Boy is an artist that can hold your attention through an album. Mm-hmm. And I like that about an artist. And just being creative, like whatever we create next, just like the podcast. Yeah. This thing about the blow. This thing about the blow, dude, because I remember meeting you, and I don't mean to change the subject.
It's all right.
But I remember meeting you, and I didn't know who you was. But when you came to me with a camera, I thought I had to hit gold. But you was discovering me in my own hometown. Mm-hmm. Because I believe an artist, you gotta get motion in your hometown or the surrounding area. Yeah. And Thomaston is one of the surrounding areas that gave me support. Yeah. And this brother was one of the guys to make that happen for me. Yeah. On the visual side, the editing side, the delivery side, it was just a click. Yeah. So in compatibility, this podcast is about to blow. Yeah. You follow me? Because it's full circle for real. Yeah. And for us to always talk about, man, one day I'm gonna come down to your podcast. And this is a seed that's been planted already. Yeah. It's bigger than us. Yeah. And it's just beautiful to see and beautiful to be here and experience everything that we went through, dude. And to have a clear mind to be adults now and able to operate with it. And direct it. Yeah. Because at one time we was just winging it. Yeah. Raw talent. Winging it. Yeah. You know, so
I remember, man, because what I was doing was my sister said, you're gonna have to change your name. Because I'm the Faginator. Yeah. But I was a Faginator before I was a rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like that had its own thing already,
Mm-hmm.
right? But only the people who knew me knew what that was, right? So when I'm finna become a rapper, I'm now finna expose myself to more people.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't gonna know, right? They're just gonna see the name and they're gonna be like, what kind of name is that? And I remember when you saw me, you was like, yo, can I just call you Chris? I don't want to call you.
I didn't know how to say it. I was like,
I know. Nobody does. Nobody does. And it was okay.
Yeah.
And trust me, man, I spent months trying to think of a new
you stayed
stage
with it.
name.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like, that's who I am.
Yeah.
If I change it,
Yeah, you won't be
you know what I'm saying? I won't be me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I just remember going into a gas station. I had left a stack of my CDs in there, and there was a guy working there, and he didn't know it was me. He was like, "Somebody left these damn CDs right here." He was like, "I don't even know why he want to call himself the Faginator. That was a stupid name." I was like, bro, it's 2 A's. You know how the vowel game work, man. That sound long.
It was hard to adjust to, man.
Nah,
was
it's
hard,
all good.
But
I
once you
understood it.
stayed to it,
Yeah.
and it grew, it's like, okay.
And I knew that. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew that. And I understood that I would have to get through that layer of confusion and some jokes. Because
Yeah.
trust me, some people from Griffin got on me for a good little minute about my name now. But I never took offense to it because I just knew eventually it was just going to be something they understood. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I don't guess I ever really explained that.
Yeah.
The Faginator.
Okay.
So it's really like an action that has taken place, and now you is subject to be subscribed to it, or become you are adopted, right? So the Faginator or the Faginating is something that happens when I arrive. You know what I mean? Once a room is just a room.
Did you say Fagan 18?
Faginating.
So the last name is Fagan.
My last name is Fagan.
Okay, follow
Right.
you. Follow you.
So Faginator is what I am.
Okay.
Faginating
Is when
is what I do.
Come on home
You
now,
see what I'm
because
saying?
I ain't never get the breakdown.
Yeah. So once I enter a room or someone's life or someone's business or someone's situation, that now has been Faginated.
Oh my God, my situation got Faginated.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. You got Faginated.
I got freaking damn, and I ain't been able to I ain't never break this bond with this guy. We never broke a bond.
We
dude.
never did.
We never had a pump fake. And I don't fell out with some people before.
Yeah.
You know, about $1, even always down to a female.
Yeah.
But after being Faginated, as I've seen now, you can't break it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't break it. It's something that happens to you.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I've been up on a spell. A good spell, though.
It's good, yeah.
Good spell, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, whenever I call this brother, man, and want an idea, I can just pitch it to him, dude, and he can turn it into, most of my businesses have been Faginated. You know, most of my friends' logo, because people want to know, how you do that? Or, and I had to send them to you. I
Yeah.
said, look, talk to this guy right here, man.
Yeah.
This guy's everybody know.
Yeah.
You know, it may be it may be up on the covers, but everybody truly
Yeah.
know who to go to.
Yeah.
Because when you see it, you see it. It can be from here to Spain.
Now, I
From
mean, I
Maine
haven't made everybody happy, but keep going.
Man, from Maine to Spain, when you see it, you know it's been touched. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
From holidays to Thanksgiving bashes to whatever days, to cookouts to kickball games, dude.
Yeah.
This thing has been affected all around our culture, and it's not broadcasted now because you don't even care for it to be broadcast.
I don't,
But
it's nice to hear you say it right now.
dude, it's so out there that everybody's been touched. If you're watching this, if you can look at some of your work, if you're an artist, I guarantee you, at some point, they done call this brother to do some work.
Yeah.
Even if you just need your cell phone number, logo at the bottom of the picture, they will call this brother to do something so simple.
Yeah.
I know I do. Right into this day, I call him. So
Yeah.
shout out to Chris Fagan, man.
Yeah.
It's up, though. Straight up.
And you know what, man? I'm glad I said it now.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know if anybody else probably could have said that better. You know what I'm saying? I know one more particular guy who hope I can get on him one day.
Yeah.
You know, his presence will be just as good as yours. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't hit major licks, dude.
Yeah.
Major bags. And it all come from the promotion side.
Mm-hmm.
If it look good, people will come.
Mm-hmm.
If you promoting it good, people will come.
Yeah.
You hashtag it long enough, people will come. You
Yeah.
build it,
Yeah.
people will come.
Yeah.
Dude, I done hit some licks.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely use you, Eve, Sirtu, DJ Smooth, DT.
Shout out to all them guys.
Yeah,
man.
I definitely use y'all to grow into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause people see it, they say, how can I get mine to do that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I ain't shy. Shit,
Yeah.
You know?
But a lot of those guys is doing that kind of stuff now, though. You know what I'm saying? And they're good at it.
Okay.
There's just one difference. It's not faginated.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's just not faginated. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because faginated version isn't always the best version. It's just a version you could go to.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely paved the way, man, for a
Yeah.
lot of us. So
But back to Burna Boy. I put my nephew on it and he fell in love with him. He started dissecting the things that he was saying.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's English.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? It's English,
Mhm.
but it's said in such a accent and a tone you'll miss it.
You'll miss.
And it's also said in an articulated way that only Nigerians understand.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
And I was like, wow. And to tell you the truth, gang, I don't listen to nobody but Burna Boy. I promise you. I might throw a little Rimmer in there,
Yeah.
but mostly Burner right now. For the last 6 months, it's just been straight Burner. And not knocking no other artists.
Correct.
Because if you're playing Drake, I'm not going to ask you to turn it off.
Correct.
If you're playing Kendrick, I'm not going to ask you to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? It's just when I get ready to press play for my ears, I'm going to Burner. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against any other artist. It's just all I want to hear right now is that fire.
But not only is he a great artist, but he has a message to deliver unity. He's teaching about his culture, and he even teaching about our culture, and great vibes and coming together, and true love, and taking losses, and all the real life stuff that you can get. You know, we can spin the block too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we know that whatever we're embedding in our subconscious, what we eating on, that's how we're gonna be acting.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you know. If that's what you're gonna be eating on, if you got a good source of music, and that's how you're gonna vibe. If you've been on NBA YoungBoy for 6 months, I'm pretty sure you rowdy. It's okay. It's okay, young, because I've been young too.
Yeah.
I've been led by Boosie too. Plies and Jeezy.
Jeezy, for
had
sure,
me with
for
a
sure.
scale. Boy, I had a scale this big.
Yeah.
You know, a few grams on, but I'm trapping.
Yeah.
So, but that's how important and how special music. That's the gift in music.
Yeah.
Man, music can make you smile. Music can make you cry. Music can make you forgive and love, you know, or fall in love. You know, I hear certain songs now and think about my middle school sweetheart.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't have a sweetheart in middle school. I don't know what that feels like.
I was going to say high school, but I had a middle school sweetheart.
Okay, I can imagine. I don't doubt it. But listen, you said culture. Speaking of which, what do you think about him turning down the $5 million in Dubai? I've been hearing a lot of people voice their opinion on it. And, the main opinion is that they feel like he was dumb for doing that. What do you think?
I think when you just totally comfortable with who you are, and you're not willing to change that for nobody, money don't matter. You know, once you rich like Burna Boy, the boys got millions and millions. What is $5 million?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you don't want me to be myself in your organization, find you somebody else. You know, and I think that's the realm he was speaking from. It wasn't about, of course, $5 million to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not put it down, Burna Boy? Give me them $5 million. But to change who he is and to not be where he, who he is at that moment, it ain't working to him.
So what people don't understand about culture for Burna Boy, first of all, the people in Dubai was offering to hire him to bring his culture to them. Because I know everybody in Dubai got enough money to go to where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
They offered to hire him to bring his culture to them
Mm-hmm.
with one stipulation. That one stipulation that he didn't want to. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what people don't understand. Nigeria alone, you know what I'm saying, is bigger
As a whole, correct.
than almost half of the United States.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So that's just a piece of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably have fans all over Africa.
All over
Right?
the world, yeah.
And also the difference between African artists and American artists is ownership.
Mm.
Right? An African artist is only one or two hands away from his ownership, meaning there's one guy and maybe another guy in between it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an American artist, there's 180 people in between your ownership.
We down
You
to
got to get
4%.
past him, her, and him,
Mm-hmm.
before you can even get to your ownership. So that means the value of your resources is a very small percent to you, where that percent to an African artist is much, 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 much bigger.
Mm.
So $5 million is a slow Wednesday to Burna Boy.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Y'all talking, he probably cussed him out.
Yeah.
Out of here.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Which brings me to this. You have been approached by record labels before,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't come to you knowing the value that you was bringing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
They offered you amount of money that you had already accumulated on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in a realm of right before we came over to MP3. I was at a point, brother, to where I was selling CDs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they only
I remember the CDs.
Man,
I don't like that era.
The CDs was good for me because I still haven't created Apple Music right into the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I still don't have an Apple Music right into the day. You can research me now if you want to find it. And that's the era that I came from, CDs.
Yeah.
I remember printing 5,000 CDs or 10,000 CDs for Woodbury Day. And 10,000 CDs, dude, got gone.
Yeah.
And of course I was selling them for $5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? $10 sometimes.
But it's still 10,000 CDs.
I know. And but they have the support from my mom and aunties and cousins and community.
Woodbury.
I would drop
Thomaston,
some off at the
Barnesville.
You know, just
Griffin.
dropping them off, dude.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't just Woodbury people at Woodbury Day.
Correct.
I was there.
So just to have that and for a record label to come up to it and say, hey, we're going to give you this. This.
I know it.
It was just, I was like, nah, why are you doing
it's
that?
not worth it.
You know, these are my people. You know what I mean? I just felt comfortable with where I was in my world.
That's why I said they didn't know. Because if they knew, they would have came with a better number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's still chances that, you know, that we can strike a match. You know, it just take a spark. Just like this podcast, it just takes a spark to build a flame. You know, far as just come from one little spark. And it's easy to spark me. I'm easily inspired. Dude.
Yeah.
Easily inspired. You can challenge me today and I'll be on you tomorrow, dude. And that's why I like being around great people.
Yeah.
That's why I like being around athletes and people who got goals and more. It's like, if I can just get an idea before I light the fire. Just like what you do. I can pitch you something, and by the time I pitch it, when you send it back, I'm looking like, whoa.
Yeah.
I feel hit a lick off of this.
Yeah.
So that's the importance of ideas and friendship and harmony. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah,
let me see, man. What if you got a group of kids in front of you and you want to tell them something that's gonna last them forever, right? Here's the thing with kids: you can't talk to them for a long time because you're gonna lose them. So if you wanted to say something short with a punch to some kids, what would it be?
I would tell them, enjoy yourself. And that'll go a long way. As long as you enjoy yourself. First of all, I want to be like that, to where a kid look and say, there's something about that guy. But the only way to be like that is to do the work yourself. I'm not gonna ask a kid to do something that I wouldn't do.
I'm glad you said that because it made me think.
Hmm.
Because, we really did enjoy ourselves as kids.
Man, enjoy yourself.
I don't know if these kids are enjoying themselves
You think?
like we did,
Yeah.
because we was doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a group of kids now, 90% of them gonna be like this.
On that phone.
You
And
see
that
what I'm
phone
saying?
has that cell phone has brought our attention to to the device
Mm-hmm.
instead of
Away from life.
away from the outside area and away
Mm-hmm.
from the bust of the sweats, and every day we came home nasty,
Mm-hmm.
But
We enjoyed ourselves.
we enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
But times do change, you know what I mean? Because before then, Dad them didn't have what we had.
Mm-hmm.
And before then, Grandpa them didn't have what Dad had because they
Right.
was working.
Right.
So time always change, and whichever way they choose to enjoy themselves and
Mm-hmm.
have a good time, we'll just allow them to do that. And we can just lead by example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest key.
Yeah. We just lead
That's the biggest key.
because we crush them and do them, and then we didn't want to hear it, as you know what I mean.
Yeah, we
There was
did.
a lot of stuff that y'all got it made. Now we had to put taters on our head. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. I'm about to go play basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So times just evolving, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm a father dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Kids who holding the phone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them all the time that, y'all are seeing adults interact in the activity that our parents wouldn't allow us to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And in their brain, they're forming that identity.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not old enough or inexperienced enough to understand the repercussions of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a battle for if it's a battle for me, I'm pretty sure it's a battle for everybody because everybody got a phone, right?
Correct.
So I'm not just gonna put everything on the kids because you look up and catch them adults with them phones in their hand too. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Like the whole sitting down at the dinner table as a family, I ain't seen that in so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, even if I did, they'll probably still have their phone out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like my sister, that's a big thing for her. She don't like for people to have their phone out while we eat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
She don't want everybody to put their phone down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do know that that's a tough thing for kids, man, to get past.
Yeah.
Is that phone?
Man, it's
their
tough.
phone.
It's tough for a lot of us right now. And you just have to find time to have that self-reflection time.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation is good. Working out. A lot of times we're still listening to music, but going for walks. Just finding little ways. Even cooking. A lot of times when your hands busy in the kitchen, you can't be on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Cooking, working out, playing ball. It's
Can't
no
have the
phone
phone.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime to fast away from that.
Yeah.
It's just a different form of fasting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful because the phone carry a lot of information
It
too.
does. It does.
I don't think I can get from here to where I'm going without picking up the
Yeah,
phone. I was
yeah.
like, damn boy, if it went for this phone,
Yeah.
it's GPS, boy, I'll be
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah. So
So
now that I had the opportunity for the viewers to listen, hey, listen, if I don't answer the phone or I haven't responded to a text message fast enough, that's why. Because I'm trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I pick my phone up and start engaging into it, whatever
that's
I
it.
was doing, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I'm either not gonna finish it or it's not gonna get the best of me.
Mm-hmm.
So if I ain't answering the phone or I haven't responded fast enough, guys, that's what I'm doing.
There you go. And
I'm
a lot
just-
of times, Chris, certain times in the morning, I don't pick up my phone because it's easy to get a text message from somebody that can steal your day.
Mm-hmm.
You say, hey, you ain't do this. And emotions are real.
Mm-hmm.
And words and text messages are real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might not even be meant in that way, but that's
Yeah.
how I took it.
Yeah.
So a lot of time you have to be careful. It's like, hey, do you want to open this right now?
Mm-hmm.
You're in a good space. You creating, you cleaning up. One text message can send you, mess your day up.
That is so important.
That
man.
is important, dude, to be mindful of your phone too,
Mm-hmm.
because you can be ready to clean up, but you can get to scrolling.
Yeah.
It seems like that thumb automatically just
Yeah.
get to scrolling. So
I tell you what, I know I seen time where I thought I wasn't gonna finish out the day if I couldn't find it.
Oh, that phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I spent 2 hours looking for it, boy, I supposed to did this and this. I'm still looking for this phone.
Yeah.
I know all about it though, man. But it is a tough situation, and I try not to be the dad that constantly taking their phone. You know what I'm saying? But there are times that comes to the point where I have to. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to make them mad. It's to really just get their attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course they take it.
But that's good. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that our dad's done with us, it wasn't cool in the moment. But as we evolved and got older, like, damn, well, I'm glad my dad got on my ass about that, because I can teach my son. Or my dad fussed at me for waking up late. And I tell him, Mom and Dad always fussing at me. But now I can get up on time. Now I'm disciplined with my work. And it extends from my dad staying on me. Yeah. So right now it might be tough, but later they'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
So stay on their ass.
Do you still growing your plants?
Man, I love my plants, man. I got to get home right now, my babies, man. I just found a living life just to see them grow. For me, watering, because, I don't have kids right now.
Yeah.
And in the dating field, it's kind of rough for me right now.
No, it's rough on everybody.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Really Females and males, it's rough really in the dating field.
It's rough.
So right now, man, I'm just finding God and letting God lead me. And maybe I can have from that eye instead of my own way and being under the influence 24/7 trying to pick something I like. My judgment ain't right, Chris.
What is dating?
Dating,
in your opinion, right? Because I don't know. Maybe I had never pulled it up in the dictionary or Googled it. Maybe I need to try to figure it out, right? But I've been asking people this question for about 2 years, and I'm getting a lot of standard answers. But no answer has hit me yet to make me feel like, this is the answer to what dating is.
Well, to me, it's just like searching. It's just like fishing, just to see what you like. It's just to see where you want to be, if you want to be committed. Just to see what you like, just to see what's your jizz.
So dating isn't a combination of dates.
It can be.
But it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. It's definitely not a commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If somebody say I'm dating, they're definitely not committed to anyone. And I think that's the bridge that say, hey, we just dating.
So hold on. So when somebody say I'm dating, what are they really saying?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what I like, and I got an open exit at any time, and that's the you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I use it for. They say, hey, we just dating now. I'll spring out of here in a minute. So when you date, you're definitely not committed. I think once you become committed, that's when you got a girl or a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, man.
Yeah, dating means like, hey, you can get it, but I can.
We just dating.
Even if you engaging or smashing or whatever the case may be, dating just don't give you that lockdown. It gives you a gateway out of there too. And we all use it.
That might be the best explanation I've heard.
And truthful answer too.
Yeah, that's probably the best. Because usually people like to take words and tie them together.
Yeah.
They start saying dating, and they like to take dating and throw it in the same pot as relationship.
Oh, no.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
But they also like to take the word relationship and throw it in the same pot as a couple.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Me and you have a relationship. A brother, friend. We don't go together.
Correct.
But we have a relationship with each other.
Okay.
So whether it's a friendship relationship, a business relationship, because we do both, that's our relationship. So I be trying to figure this stuff out when I'm talking about it amongst single people, because people who ain't single, they don't have that problem. I don't guess they're just trying to make sure they ain't cheating on each other.
Correct.
So to me, I felt like dating was going on a combination of dates. That's what I thought. I thought that's what dating was. To me, that's what it is. So I don't know if I particularly like dates.
Dates, okay.
You see what I'm saying? I like going somewhere. if I would like for you to accompany me, then fine. That's not a date to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we go to a restaurant and get something to eat, that's not a date. We just went got something to eat.
Okay, so what question? What is a date to you?
A date is a infestation of activities.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Food,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of shopping,
Okay.
movie,
Sheesh.
some more food.
What?
I don't know, a basketball game.
Okay.
Hit the club.
All in one?
That's a date.
That's a date now. That's definitely a date.
If we just hit the restaurant and go back to the house,
That ain't no date.
we just went got something to eat.
You got something to eat.
You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
You know,
That's definitely a
if we
date.
just hit the movie and ate before we went and then go back to, you see what I'm saying? Anything that we go do and then go back to the house ain't no date.
Okay. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different approach for me now.
Or I could just I could come to your house. I don't even have to come in your house. I could sit on your porch. Matter of fact, I ain't got to sit on your porch. We could just sit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could sit on the car. That could be a date.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
When some people say date, they think it's everything else I just said.
Mm-hmm.
That whole combination of activities.
Going on a date.
You see what I'm saying?
I read something that say places not to take your girl on a date, like Cheesecake Factory or something like that.
That list was like 50 places on there that say not to take your girl to.
I'm not definitely
and
not
I know at
in,
least 48 of them was all top tier places to go to.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in that realm. I'm definitely not nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So this is what I do know. I know people go out on dates like that right there. You're getting that version of that person.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't the whole version of the person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know exactly who the hell you dealing with until you dealing with them at the house around their comfort zone. Mm-hmm. Then you find out who you dealing with. Mm-hmm. Then you find out whether or not this is somebody you could take somewhere with you or not. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm saying all this because there's a thing that's going back and forth between the men and the women. That's why I said dating is hard on everybody.
Man, dating
because it's all these damn rules now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't text back too fast. You know what I'm saying? There's a list of restaurants you can't go to.
Yeah.
You know, if your fit ain't up to the degree of mine, we can't go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just too many rules.
Man, like I bring it back down to following God, brother. A woman that's like that, quote unquote, she'll see my value. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She will see how I move, how I treat people, how I treat my parents, how I take care of myself. Mm-hmm. You know, she can see through the eye that I'm desiring to see out of. Mm-hmm. And she'll know me. And going on those dates, that's cool. But she know what I carry. You know what I mean? She know the heart that I carry. And that's a hard thing to find.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
For anybody.
Yeah. It's hard to find a good soul these days. And a lot of times it takes for you to go through a lot.
Yeah.
To break it down. Scaling back and figuring out who you are.
Most people have trust issues. Mm-hmm. They're afraid to trust somebody because the level of betrayal is so high. Mm-hmm. Deceit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. And it's like that because ain't nobody really telling the truth.
Yeah. I think once you learn to trust yourself and love yourself, it's like, okay, I can love people. I can get that forgiveness. I can forgive all the people that don't hurt me, to lighten my load. You know, because it's going to make me light.
Okay. So that's good you say that, right? Because I definitely know myself, right? I don't particularly think I have the strength to be faithful. Mm-hmm. But I most definitely have all the loyalty in the world for someone.
So when you say faithful and loyalty, what's the difference to you?
I think And I've heard several differences, right? But this is my perception, right? Just like my perception on racism might not be right, but that's just my own perception. So to me, I think faithful is when you are devoted to a person and you won't break that devotion to that person for no one else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Despite how bad you want to do something with someone else,
Mm-hmm.
you just ain't going to do it because you're faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have faith in you as a woman
Mm-hmm.
to do anything other than what you're designed to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any faith in that.
Mm-hmm.
So I trust you to be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not even mad at you for being who you are. I have accepted you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And the same thing has to happen with me. Like, I don't think I could maintain faithfulness.
I follow you.
I can most definitely maintain loyalty. You see what I'm saying?
But loyalty to each and every individual. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The same as in reciprocation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not expecting a woman to be faithful to me.
Mm-hmm.
If she do, fine. That's not my expectations from her.
Mm-hmm.
I do expect her to be loyal
Mm-hmm.
to me as I am to her. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think loyalty doesn't carry an obligation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a choice. I think faithfulness has an obligation to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just forcing yourself to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference to me. You know what I mean?
Me, I think, and I take it back to God, Chris. Once you faithful in Christ and you faithful in God, and then you can be faithful to a woman because you know that she understands the law too. She understands that she had given her life over to Christ too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She understands that this is how she lived, and she wouldn't do anything to break that code. She know this man too, and that's the only way. Anything less than that, we gonna lean on our own understanding.
So, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are only maybe one or two faithful people in any story of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Jesus
Mm-hmm.
and God.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But even that is a taught thing
Mm-hmm.
from an American standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
Western standpoint, right? We don't know
Mm-hmm.
for real
Mm-hmm.
because we've only been taught here. If we was to go to South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
the teachings could slightly change somewhere. You see what I'm
And
saying?
we can look at the laws. We can look at everything that has been done and it's already been written too.
Right.
A lot of this stuff, it ain't nothing new up under the sun.
Yeah.
So what I do, I just study my history. I study what I've been through. I observe what my friends, my family have been through. And I'm seeing what works for me because I've been in dark places. You know what I mean? I'm able to impact and help others and change nations. I'm talking about really. And it's like, oh, I had to learn how to be obedient. Because if I don't believe, I'm going to wing it. And the fruits of my labor, nobody's going to prosper in this generation. Everybody's going to be winged till somebody figure it out and then somebody believe. It's like, oh, we're just going to be going through this thing over and over. It's like, nah, I'm going to sacrifice my life.
So that's probably the point I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been winging it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm trying not to wing it. I'm trying to put it in
it's
order.
And it's written. The order is already written. And if we study, it's already written. You know, we can come up with our own story and do what we want to do too. That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
But winging it never gets solid foundation. It's like when you're winging it, it can be cracked. Somebody can throw a rock at your foundation and it shatter.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it built off truth, faith, and when they say gospel just means truth.
Right.
It's already written. Once the man learned to study and get solid, deeply rooted in his faith, he can't be broken. And the fruits, they prosper. These kids gotta adjust. That's law. They gotta respond to me. Because you speak from a place of truth that is law. And we learn that. Even when we don't, we had to learn, say, okay, I gotta reset. Okay, it's not work. I gotta reset. But what I'm learning is all this stuff is already written. This is how my grandfather built this this church down in Georgia in Woodbury that still live right to the day. He was deeply rooted in who he was. I carry that gene. I'm having dreams about all this stuff. I said, okay, I don't have a kid right now. I don't have a wife right now. I'm the main one need to be sacrificed. Let me see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's how I know this podcast is gonna blow up. Because I came here and we speak that.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Talk Your Culture.
Talk Your Culture is now one of the biggest podcasts in the nation. And seriously,
Yeah.
I practiced it over the weekend with my grandfather, right into the day. And I'll speak about it later. I practiced it with my grandmother this weekend. This is on arrival with me coming to Georgia. And my sacrifice ain't been but a few months, like being deeply rooted in my faith.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about truth. We know, our spirits know.
Yeah.
We know truth when we see it. It can be followed. I can get a following right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels like truth. But we also know when somebody got motive and they buffering. See, when you're walking in truth, I don't have to hide now. I can tell you I'm a sinner. What the hell am I hide for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like truth is truth. Oh, even when it hurt, I can follow it. Even when it's this, I just love it. Even when Christ, oh, he got ripped. Oh, I'm being crucified, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of strength. A lot of men, we think strength come from acting bad, but we really, that's our protection.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to protect. We don't want to be hurt by nobody.
Right.
I mean, hurt my damn feeling. I got feelings.
Yeah.
You know, but once we surrender to Christ, the man is the head. These women, by law, they got to follow. Because we ain't chasing no split. And that's when we talk about discipline and semen retention. That's when the masculinity and leadership start to show. These kids got to follow. What else they going to do?
Yeah.
That's by law. I ain't got to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me work with this power right here.
Yeah.
Let me fall back.
Semen retention.
Good God. All right, you want to go there?
Yes, you've been talking about it for a long time.
Oh,
that requires a ton of mental toughness.
Man, I found out about it a few years ago. It's just, we was taught to, we was taught, hey man, you got to get that thing off, man. You're too strong, boy. You're too strong. You need to go get you a shot, boy. You need to, and it really it on another level weaken us as men and young men.
Mm-hmm.
To keep it within is to grow into your true, your true masculine, your true frame.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids got access now to a lot of graphics that really don't support our mental strength. You know what I mean? Because it was used to create life.
Right.
It wasn't used to be wiping up off the flow. You know, that's how me and you got. We the one lucky. We caught.
Yeah.
We could have been one of them ones
the
on the flow right now. But glory be to God, we the one caught.
We caught.
The ones here. That's why everybody's blessed.
Yeah.
Millions of cells that go out and to fertilize the egg of a female, but we the one was special to make it happen. So we was chosen, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a difference. A lot of people might say it's a placebo, but I noticed a difference.
Yeah.
When I come home, when I'm right and when I ain't right.
Yeah.
You follow me? I done created and then got on another path and lost too.
Yeah.
So instead of me boasting and talking people's head off about it, I'd rather walk in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know too. Because you can make somebody feel small by talking about it when they ain't doing it. But when you walking it, you ain't saying nothing about it, they know you're doing something.
Yeah.
So when the people are curious about what it is and who it is, because you can't do it without asking for strength.
Yeah.
A lot of times we have not because we ask not.
Man, that's like a damn superpower.
It is a superpower.
It gotta be.
It is, and we can feel it. It's true. And that's why I speak again about this podcast, speaking life over this podcast and coming in harmony with my brother to agree upon the motion of this podcast flourishing in great fashion.
Yeah.
And these words, it can't be coming from me, Chris. It can't be coming from me. It comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's the only way words can stick, when they come from somewhere.
Right.
But if you winging it, you just saying it with your emotion, you got to say it a little louder.
Yeah.
it don't hit. But when you speak from a place, you really ain't gotta say nothing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This week has been a very long week.
Yeah, you told me that when I called you.
From man, it's been so many funerals
Oh man,
in just 2 weeks.
man, sorry.
So
to hear
that on top of the Thanksgiving rush
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, and come upon this day, I'm at the house. Me and my son about to get on Fortnite like we usually do.
Mm-hmm.
You call me. You say, "Yo, you want to get on that set?" A piece of me almost said, "Nah, bro, I'm a little tired." But I said, "You know what?
Oh my goodness.
I can't miss this one."
Oh my goodness, man.
So
I was so glad because I
Yeah.
also wrote it, and this how I know the moment was divine. I've been practicing all week about things, and I do want to give glory to God because it ain't. I don't want to be praised. You know, it's glory to God because I couldn't do it without asking.
right.
I wouldn't have the motion to do it. But right before I called you, I wrote podcast interview down with Chris, and you know, I wrote it. You know,
Yeah.
I've been practicing all week. Why I'm gonna stop now?
Yeah.
So I called you. I said, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
you know, you want to do that thing? You want to, do? Cause we always spoke about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you was like, shit. I was like, shit. You know, if you if you
Yeah.
free now, you let me know.
Yeah.
But man, for it to happen in the fashion that it happened, and to be here right now, we got your son here. He's here witnessing. He's helping out.
Yeah.
The podcast is growing. So that's come back again. That's how I know that the podcast is growing. And however you want to put it all together, I know you're gonna be blessed. Your hands gonna be blessed to put it together
Yeah.
and to deliver it in a new way,
Yeah.
in a fresh way.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna sit on it.
Boy, sit on it. But it's a gift, man. You gifted me, and God has gifted you so much, dude.
Yeah.
And gifted me as well so much.
Yeah.
It's no way that we won't prosper and touch the people that need to touch and continue on that
So-
snowball effect.
So it's safe to say that neither one of us know who's the most gratified right now.
Yeah, because we know we're going to give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ain't to be praised. You
Yeah.
know, we're going to give it up. All glory to the Most High for giving us a chance to work our move. And I asked him, everything I do, let you be glorified.
Yeah.
I told my mama, I said, hey, I'm finna go down here to this interview. I said, I'm going to give the glory to God now. She said, you know it.
Oh, so Mama get to see me.
Man, mama get to see you, man. So it's a beautiful thing, man. So
Yeah. So how is she doing, by the way?
man, mama's doing great. She just did those chitlins and pig feet, all the Thanksgiving stuff that the town love. Every time I go somewhere, your mama cook them chitlin,
Yeah.
So
So
just-
you didn't eat the chitlin.
I ate the chitlin. I ate the chitlin. I'm not gonna let my mama's chitlin go by like that. And sometimes I just, I take that step and I do those things. But just like I hit the gym before I came, I had to work these things off and keep a good balance. I'm not fully this side. I'm not fully that. I just keep a good balance.
Yeah.
But to see my mom feed so many people in the town with no effort, dude, it's a strength that the women have, dude, that's unmatched. To birth us and to do what they do on a daily, I want to take this time to give a respect to all women. All women. I don't care what you did or what you done did, and it starts there. Once we give them respect, we can get back to sharpen the iron. Man sharpen man.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no woman, she might can put you up on some game, but a man gonna sharpen a man. And this is what this young brother got to see. And this is what we got to do, because I know I'm gonna be stronger when I leave out of here.
Yeah.
And that's what we getting into, fellowshipping with men and growing in that leadership.
Yeah.
Talking that talk and really walking it. Cause I can talk your head off.
Yeah.
But what am I stepping like?
Yeah.
What I do speak louder than anything I could ever say.
Yeah. And I gotta say, man, you don't grace social media as much as you used to.
Yeah, man.
But when you do, it be refreshing, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
Even to the words that you have
Okay.
covering up the video, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
all of that, man. It just It'd be refreshing, man. I'm so happy you came.
Man.
And it didn't take me but 5 minutes to change my mind. It didn't take me but 5 minutes. I said, I tell you what, Ocean. Let's go down here and put this stuff down. And that's what we did. Came on down here, man.
I'm so glad you invited me to the show, man.
Yeah.
I've seen so many guys on the show, and me living in a different state now. It's like, man, when I get home, I got to get on. And of course, shout out to everybody who has a podcast and trying to get messages out and, got guys coming in and interview. But I must say, man, this is one of the first guys to inspire me in even the music industry, dude. So to come back and to be a part of your show and to show people that we still, we still rock and kick it from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, talk your talk.
I know you said you don't want to wing it, but that was one hell of a wing we just did.
Tonight?
Yeah.
But to me, man, it was a wing, but it was asked. Because I asked, I asked for it to happen, not knowing, because, I asked his will to be done.
Yeah.
Lord, let your will, if it's meant to be.
I normally be super nervous before I do these things. It's something that people don't know.
Okay.
I be like super nervous before I get started. Now, 3 minutes into it, I relax.
Okay.
But today I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I'm the most unprepared today than I've ever been. You know what I'm saying?
So that thing is only right.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of times they call it divine timing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like perfect timing.
It ain't CP time, though. Yeah. But
CP was what? What's that mean?
Colored people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's divine timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, man, I'm glad you came by, man.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Already, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
It's 11:02. 11:01.
Somebody called you.
Yeah, somebody called me. A few people called me.
Oh,
just trying to check in. I let them know, look, I'm on the podcast right now. I don't know when the next time I'll be home, but I know this will be a good one. I had a great time, dude.
Yeah.
What's the name of the podcast?
Talk Your Culture.
Talk Your Culture podcast is now one of the biggest podcasts on any platform. Growing and inspire young people, talking that talk on the sports side. Our culture is in the barbershop, it's in basketball, it's in football, it's in music, it's in fatherhood, it's in all things. We just a part of the culture, and the culture is always growing. Yeah. So it's only right.
Well, I tell you what,
you
don't spoke it into motion. I tell you right now, when it does reach that moment,
yes,
we're gonna change the name to Faking Nation.
There you go. And we out, man.
All right.
We out.